everyone, it's Magical Mom Laura, and if you are a first-time visitor to Disney World, today we are going to talk all about shoes. Let's jump right into it. The first rule is make sure they are broken in. At Disney World, you will most likely, if it's a park day, be walking 7 to 10 miles a day. You do not want to show up at Disney with brand new shoes. Make sure they're broken in, no blisters, and they're comfortable on your feet. Second and third rule, no flops, no wedges. Not all the time, but for park days. I'll get into it later. Let's start with kids' shoes. My daughter is almost 5. We're about to go on our 12th Disney World trip with her this summer. So the first issue is that rain comes fast, rain comes unexpected. You never know when it's gonna hit, especially in the summer months in Disney. So you want good walkable shoes, but you also need to think about rain. First of all, if they're under 8, most likely you're gonna need a stroller. So the comfort isn't as concerning, so you can do fancy shoes, and if you have a little girl, you're gonna want princess shoes. I typically bring at least one big poofy princess dress. If I go on a solo trip, that's usually all I can fit in my one bag. If I go with my husband, I usually might bring more, but we have bought the Disney costume shoes and they are terrible. I remember about a year and a half ago, we went on a trip. She had this amazing Tinkerbell outfit on. I had Tinkerbell, beautiful Shop Disney costume shoes, and I think she lasted 10 minutes in them. Thank goodness I brought, it was supposed to get cold, so I brought tennis shoes for her. So what I started getting are these cheap jelly shoes off of Amazon, and they're sparkly. They are mostly comfortable. They have never caused blisters, and they go with every single princess dress. So I highly recommend, I'll link these that I've used. I think I've gotten these in 2 different sizes. I might have to get these a 3rd time because she's about outgrown these. But these are great little princess shoes, and if it rains, they're jelly shoes and they're waterproof, but we usually have a rain cover over her stroller, so if they get wet, it's not that big of a deal. And I will link all of the items I mentioned in my Amazon storefront, and then if you want to check out other things I recommend for Disney World, I have a storefront there, you can check it all out. For water shoes, I have used Natives in the past. I don't know if I've used Crocs. I think these are the first time I've gotten Crocs. So these adorable pink Crocs. Usually with our outfits, we either do pink or like red and black so that her shoes always match her outfits, and these are just so adorable. Crocs are so comfortable, they're so lightweight, they're pretty non-slip in the rain, and they're great in the rain. So highly, highly recommend Crocs for kids shoes at the park. In the wintertime, I go with tennis shoes for her, and that's because it's a lot less chance of rain, especially in like February time. So I love these Converse shoes. They're so stinking adorable, and they're Velcro, so they're easy for her to get on and off, which as a 4-year-old has been very important for independence. These are not as comfortable, but like I said, she's mostly in her stroller. She's not running around. These are from Walmart. Walmart has a lot of Disney shoes, princess shoes, swim shoes. I just found like the quality is not as good if you go with Converse and Crocs. On travel day for me, I wear compression socks. My doctor recommended these always for the plane to prevent blood clots and keep the circulation going. So to cover up the socks, I usually wear pants because they go all the way up to your knees. They're kind of silly looking. So I wear jeans or pants on travel days, and then I wear high top Converse, which are actually cute because they kind of match my daughter's. They're a little bit lighter. So they cover up the compression socks, and I think they're really cute for travel day. And then if you just go out for like Disney Springs at night for a couple hours, you can get away with some platform tennis shoes, and they look adorable as well without compression socks and shorts. These are my all-time favorite Disney shoes. They're like Mary Jane Crocs. They are so adorable. I have 2 pairs in black, so you can wear them like this, or You can put both in front, and they're sort of like, I guess, flops if you wanted to wear them like that. But I find these the most comfortable. I've done some major miles at Disney in them. Again, with Crocs, they're perfect in the rain. You don't slip. Your feet are comfortable in the rain. They're super comfortable and lightweight, and love them. And the problem is that I don't know if Crocs even makes these anymore, but every once in a while they will pop up on Amazon. So I'll put a link below if you want to check them out to see if these ever come up. But I find most Crocs are just enormous, and these are very sort of delicate and more feminine. And I think they look really cute. They look cute with pink, or if you want to rock the dots, like a mini red with white polka dots. Like, they're kind of like mini shoes. I just think they're so cute. Because I could not find those and I wanted to get some new Disney shoes, I tried out 3 different Crocs. And let me just tell you like where I'm coming from. Apparently after you have a kid, your ligaments stretch, and a lot of women, I've had this with friends, and my doctor friend told me this, that your ligament stretches and you lose your arch and your feet get bigger. Well, I have a high arch and I never had that issue, but I think what happened is my toes spread. So like where my toes are, they're very wide. So they have wonderful Croc tennis shoes. My sister-in-law wore them on our Disney trip together, and she loved them. I found that they were too narrow and were squeezing my toes. So I found these recently. I thought I'd try them out. They have them in black. I would recommend them in black because white, they get pretty dirty. I just wore these once to Dutch Wonderland to break them in. And they are so incredibly comfortable, very light. Your toes are freed, unlike the last Crocs. And yeah, I'm really happy with them and love them for all the reason that I love Crocs. I also tried Natives because the Natives made adorable Disney adult Natives, and I gave them away. They pinch my toes. Speaking pinching of toes, when I got my daughter's pink Crocs, I got these to match because I love to match my daughter. And yeah, for some reason, these pinch my toes. I think because like, I don't know, this is angled so much. I tried for a year to break these in and I cannot get them comfortable. But I think as far as Crocs go, if you don't have a wide foot, I think these are really adorable. They're not, again, as big. They're a little more feminine looking. And if you wear a lot of like pink to the parks, they're really cute. I am so excited for these tennis shoes. I saw some guy actually recommended these, and they're on Amazon, and they are made, they're not the prettiest and attractive things, but they are made in the shape of a foot. Do you see how it follows the line of your toes? And for me, they're nice and wide. These have been the most comfortable tennis shoes. I've had them since Christmas and I absolutely love them. I think I may get another pair in a different, like a fun color for the summer. Highly, highly recommend these, guys. I love these tennis shoes. So with tennis shoes, I only wear tennis shoes and socks, usually no show socks, in the winter when there's like no chance of rain, or if you check the forecast in the morning and there's absolutely no chance of rain, which again in summer and fall is kind of a rarity. You get these crazy storms that come in the middle of the day. 2 more pairs of shoes. The Olakai flip-flops. These are beautiful leather shoes, flip-flops, so comfortable. So I think I said it in the beginning. The reason why I do not recommend flip-flops, and someone contacted me and asked me like what I thought of flip-flops, do not wear these to the parks. The top of your foot will get strained because as you're walking 7 to 10 miles, the top of your foot, your muscles pull the flops up in the back because there's no back support. So if you're going out like to the pool, down to the pool, actually I usually wear my Crocs because of water shoes, but if you are headed out, like you're staying at the yacht club and you're just going over to Boardwalk for the night, or something where you're just out like eating dinner, going to Disney Springs, or even these wedges, these are my favorite for vacation. I do not do heels anymore unless it's a kitten heel. So these are Dansko. They are so incredibly comfortable for wedges. So if you want something fancier to go out, like if you're going out, like we're staying at the Grand Floridian this summer, I tried to get Narcoossee's. I didn't think it'd be a problem, but I guess because it's like brand new, reopened, new menu, it was the only reservation I could not get, which was crazy to me. So like for instance, if we were just going down to Narcoossee's at our resort for dinner, I would totally wear these unless for some reason my dogs were barking after a million days in the parks. And then last is my husband. He just wears socks and tennis shoes most of the time. He will wear Tevas if it's a rainy day. He really likes Tevas. I've had them before, they're comfortable, but I just prefer Crocs because they're so light. We did take our daughter a lot when she was 1 year old. She could not walk. She was a late walker. So honestly, we kept her in her stroller and carried her everywhere. And I don't think she wore shoes those first couple of trips where we took her. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this has helped you to plan for your Disney trip. If it has, be sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. I have a bunch of videos coming up about tips and tricks for first timers in Disney World. And of course, I'm gonna cover reviews and all of the restaurants on our trip in July and vlogs. Hope you guys are having a magical day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.